Hey everybody, I'm Joey Warkachuk and welcome to another episode of the Crystal Healer Summit. I'm here with Ashley Leavy and I'm so excited for her to share all of her wonderful knowledge. Can you please introduce yourself, Ashley, to all these wonderful people here at the summit and tell us a little bit about what.
Absolutely. Yeah, Joey, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. My name is Ashley Leavy, and I'm the founder and educational director of the Love and Light School. It's my mission to really teach people all over the world about crystal healing, working with crystals for personal spiritual development, as well as professionally. So I think you and I really see eye to eye about our big mission and vision in the world. And this is something that I started doing professionally back in 2007 with my own crystal practice, slowly evolving that into teaching workshops locally and then nationally and then internationally, and now taking all of my trainings online since, oh boy, 2011. So I've been at this for quite some time, and that's evolved into some pretty exciting things at the school.
And currently right now, what are your main offerings on your online academy?
Yeah, so at the Love and Light School, we have a flagship crystal healing certification program. This is a really in-depth training that has 11 different core modules to it, taking you from beginner to advanced. And we really focus on a balance between physics and metaphysics, bringing kind of the physical realm and the spiritual realm together because, as human beings, we have a foot in each world. So we're really big on helping you find this balance and alignment. And then in addition to our CCH program, we actually have an advanced crystal practitioner training, which is kind of like our next level deep dive for people that want to continue on with that journey. And we also have a spiritual business mentorship where we actually take people through a mastermind each month and helping them develop their crystal healing practice even further.
Oh, that's so amazing. So, Ashley, can you share with everybody today what your three favorite crystals are?
Yes, I have to tell you, this was one for me that really took a little bit of soul searching. So all I can give you are my three favorite crystals at the moment
Oh,
because
that's
it's
fine.
always changing. It's always changing, right? So this is kind of one of my standbys, like my all the time favorites, and it's lepidolite. So there are so many forms and varieties of lepidolite. This is actually a pink lepidolite from Mexico. And lepidolite, as many of you watching probably know, actually forms in these little clusters in massive chunks because it contains mica. So you can sometimes see these massive clusters like this, or you can see more sheet-like varieties like this one. And I love working with this crystal because it's so soothing and it just helps keep me balanced, keep me in the present moment. I'm one that tends to overthink things, get a little bit caught up in my own thoughts, my own mind, and it really brings me back to center, to that present moment, to focus on what's important in life, right? I think we can all use a little bit of that right now.
I love it.
My next crystal is one that's kind of a recent discovery, and you might have seen it all over the place. It's pink amethyst,
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And
right?
that comes from Argentina.
Argentina, exactly, from Patagonia. So I have been working with this in deep meditation for just finding a place of calm and kind of opening up my heart space, remembering to focus on compassion, on kindness, on supporting others. And I think this is, again, something we can all use right now, but I've been finding it kind of deeply moving lately to work with this crystal. And then finally, rhodochrosite. This is kind of another standby for me, and I was surprised to see so many pinks and lavenders coming through for me. I'm usually more of like a blue, green, earthy kind of crystal gal, but for me, this was really what it was all about. Rhodochrosite just being this crystal of strong energy for new beginnings, for transformations of the heart, for moving you forward on your life path, helping you get into alignment with your soul purpose. And for me, this has just always been kind of a guiding light in the background for everything that I do. If I ever feel lost or unsure, sitting down in meditation for a few minutes with my rhodochrosite always seems to point me in the right direction.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those. I love those crystals. They're so soothing and calming. So, Ashley, can you please share and demonstrate with our lovely people who are tuning in today what you want to share with us?
Yeah, I am really excited to be talking about this topic today. I want to pull together the energies of crystals and herbs and really teach you how you can do this for yourself. My background professionally is actually in horticulture and botany, believe it or not.
Wow.
So for me, it's like a long passion, just like waiting to be married together and enjoy each other's company. So I want to show you first and foremost how to combine crystals with herbs. Just like crystals, herbs all have their own healing qualities and energies associated with them. Now, if you were working with herbs in a more medical type way, you'd want to be really cautious because they can have some really interesting effects, but we're using them more energetically and more magically, to be honest. So
Amen.
I'm going to start with a really simple recipe that's one that I love for calming. So I'm going to start with a clean, empty bottle, and any empty bottle or mason jar, anything like that will do.
Is it preferably glass is better than plastic?
Absolutely. You always want to work with glass when you are dealing with any kind of herbal creation, crystal essence, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that in just a moment. So a nice clean glass bottle. And when I say clean, I don't mean wiped out with the corner of your t-shirt. I mean boiled and sterilized, making sure that it's really, really clean. And to this, I am going to add a few of my lepidolite crystals. So I'm working with some teeny tiny little gemstone chips. You can get them just about anywhere, or you can even get just the little beads that have holes drilled in them. I'm going to take those gemstone chips and add them into my glass bottle. So I have about 10 or so little pieces of lepidolite here in this bottle. And then I want to choose an herb, an herbal companion or ally that matches this energy of lepidolite, this energy of serenity and calm. So for this, I've chosen an old standby. I'm working with chamomile flower.
So beautiful.
It is. And, you know, it just has this sunny, vibrant energy to it. And it's one so many of us associate with that idea of peace and calm. I don't know about most of you, but when I was a little girl, if I had like a really tough day or if I wasn't feeling well, my mom would make me a hot cup of chamomile tea with honey. And it was like this magical healing thing for me. And I still work with this herb a lot today. So I'm going to take just a little bit, probably only about a gram or two of chamomile flower, and I'm going to add this right into the bottle with my lepidolite. So now you can see just a little bit of that purple lepidolite, those golden chamomile blossoms, and I am going to add in one more crystal here. I'm going to work with some Herkimer diamond. I have these tiny little Herkimer diamonds. Just to amp things up a little bit, I like a little bit of high vibe energy with anything that I do. So I'm going to take a specific number of these because I like to incorporate a little bit of numerology. I'm going to take 7 of these, the number for transformation, big transformation. I really like the energy that that helps create. So
I
I've
love
counted out.
Herkimer diamonds. I'm wearing a Herkimer diamond ring right now, and it's such an energizing crystal. I knew that I was going to need that energy because you're my 6th interview today.
Yeah, that you definitely need those high vibes, right? So now I have in my little bottle here my chamomile flower, my lepidolite chips, and my 7 Herkimer diamonds. So I'm going to seal up this bottle. And there are several things that you can do with this. I like to take this little bottle and put it in the moonlight overnight, or even keep it in the sun and moonlight so it goes through one full solar and lunar cycle, so 24 hours. And I feel like that just really charges things up. If you can't wait that long though, you can also kind of activate the energies of your crystals and herbs with sound, a chime, a bell, a singing bowl, whatever you have around. Once you've kind of activated those energies, There are a few things that you can do with these. So one really simple way to work with your little magical crystal and herbal combination is to put it in a little pouch. You can use this like a medicine bag that you carry with you to bring you into alignment, for some energetic support, to remind you of those calming energies that you're trying to bring into your life. You can also take this little pouch and rather than carry it around with you all day, tuck it in your pillowcase. When we're asleep, we're in so much more of a receptive state energetically, and it just helps kind of fill your energy field and your aura with the vibration of these crystals and herbs. So if you want to do something a little bit fancier, you can also turn this into an essence or elixir. You can do this really safely by leaving all of your little magical materials in this bottle and using a jar or container of distilled water. You can use spring water as well. Some people don't like to do that with their essences because the minerals that are naturally in the spring water may interfere with the vibrations that you're creating. Up to you. I've used both. I don't really tend to have a preference when I'm combining some herbs and things like that. If I was going to do a pure crystal elixir, I might do just distilled. So you're going to take this and actually place it into the container of water. That way, your herbs and crystals are not making physical contact with the water. This is a really safe way to prepare an essence. Then you're going to take this and leave it in the sunlight or moonlight for that full 24-hour cycle. Or again, if you really, really can't wait that long, you can try and activate the essence with sound. Just like a good solid 1 to 3 minutes of playing with that sound vibration will really help. So after you've done that, after that full 24 hours or after that activation period, you can remove the bottle of your crystals and herbs, and then you want to take a stock bottle like this. It's important that it's dark in color, like amber or blue, because that helps keep the light out of this and helps prevent any bacterial or fungal growth. You're going to strain your water into this bottle about halfway and then fill the other half with a chosen preservative. I personally work with a natural apple brandy from Somerset in the UK, from the Isle of Avalon, but you can use any type of brandy, or if you want to go for a non-alcoholic version, you can also use vegetable glycerin. That will work as well. So after you have that after you have that preserved essence, that's your stock bottle. Then from that, you're going to make what's known as your dosage bottle. So you have that concoction that's 50% of your charged water and 50% of your brandy. You're going to take a little dropper bottle like this, and you're going to take anywhere from 3 to 8 drops of that stock bottle and use your intuition for this. What's really calling to you? And place that many drops into your empty dropper bottle. And then just like you did with your stock bottle, you're going to fill this with 50% brandy on top of those few drops and then 50% water. Then it's important to label your bottles so you know which is your stock bottle, which is your dosage bottle, and then what crystals or herbs you use to create those essences and the date that you bottled them. This stock bottle then you can actually use to provide an energetic kind of dose of these vibrations to yourself, taking anywhere between 1 to 3 drops of the essence just under your tongue 1 to 3 times per day. And I would say start a little bit smaller and work your way up if you feel you need to. But this is just such a beautiful way to kind of integrate these energies into your physical being. Now, if you don't like the idea of having to take these drops or you don't love the taste of the brandy, you can also use a few drops of your stock bottle in a vibrational spray. So you can actually create a little spray bottle essence, maybe with some of your favorite essential oils, and use this in your auric field to bring in that vibration. So if I were going to do that with this recipe, I might add a little bit of lavender for that sense of calm. Place that in my spray bottle. You can also use this for adding a few drops to a beautiful, soothing, healing bath for yourself. Or you might even want to get a little crazy, experiment with some things, and put a few drops in a bowl of water for scrying. So you can try doing a little scrying divination in a basin of water where you've added a few drops of your chosen essence. If this one were for calm, I might want to scry with the intention of opening myself up to messages for things that I need to do to create more calm in my life. And I've brought that energy into my scrying dish, and I'm then kind of gazing into the water, just like people would gaze into a crystal ball or into the fire. Or, there's so many forms of scrying divination, scrying in the clouds, to see if any messages or symbols come through about ways I can create more calm in my life. So really the possibilities for working with these energies are pretty limitless.
Wow, that has been so amazing. Thank you so much, Ashley. I always wanted to learn more about crystal essences and creating them, and you totally like took me on an amazing journey. For all the people who are here and want to learn more about Ashley, you can check out the link to a free giveaway for, you said, a worksheet?
It's actually a little guidebook all about creating and working with essences like these, and it even has some great recipes included.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. It is available in the Crystal Healer email that you right beside the link to this video that you're watching. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you soon, Ashley. Thank you so much.
Thanks.